Right, Dan. Where's your glasses?
The glasses are back
on the
table.
I think you better look better in the glasses. Ooh. Made you look more intelligent than you actually are. Much better.
It's my editing glasses, Bernie.
You got to have
These
good
are
eyes.
blue lens glasses.
Are they?
They are. They got the blue tint in them to stop you getting too many headaches and things like that
work?
when you're editing. Don't know. I don't wear them enough, really.
Don't get any headaches. You're not sure.
Don't know. Having worn glasses my whole life, and then how many years ago was it? I got done 2 years ago.
Yeah,
3 years ago. 3 years ago, got to be. To now not having to wear glasses is I don't really want to put them on.
No.
I like putting on sunglasses if I'm going to put glasses on.
You never wore contacts though, did you? Contact lenses.
Couldn't cope with them.
Because I wear them. I've worn them since I was like 13 years old.
Yeah, couldn't cope. Paul's the same.
Doesn't bother me.
I couldn't cope. Gilly wears contacts. Paul wears contacts. I think James Roos wears contacts.
Good advert for Specsavers.
Yeah. What contacts? Do they sell contacts?
Yeah, that's where I get mine from. Specsavers, yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday morning show. Good morning, Bernie.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, everybody.
That is a mighty fine hat you have on this morning, but they've looked after you, haven't they?
It's just repping the brand, aren't we?
They have looked after you.
Yeah.
Have you shown everyone your new golf bag?
You can put a little overlay on now.
Oh,
so
you don't want to go and get it? You don't fancy going and get it?
It's full of golf clubs.
I would take them out and bring it onto the set. Go on,
go
and do it. Go on. Look at that, everybody. Look at that, and then look at what we've got on the front there. Oh, I can't lift it any higher. Oh, that's heavy. Well, you got a lot of stuff in there. What have you got? A load of golf balls in there or something?
No, that's just...
They've looked after you, haven't they?
I just haven't switched my clubs over yet because I haven't had a car, have I? So my clubs will be going to that shortly.
Beautiful.
Nice, isn't it?
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it?
Nice, yeah.
Get to see the new bag. Everyone likes to see it. On that note then, how are the new clubs going? You've had your first outing?
Yep, I used them in the vlog this week, or this week just gone. So you'll see that a couple of weeks on the channel. But I also used them in a tournament yesterday. I played at Teignmouth in the Alliance.
You did?
Partnering Lee Whitaker.
Very good.
You
played nicely, didn't you?
Played okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the vlog was the first time I'd hit the golf clubs. I'd hit them off a mat on a driving range.
Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday I played really good. Struck it as good as I've struck it for years, to be honest.
I've got to say, like just watching you play up at Langland Bay, where we went and played this week in a vlog. We did some filming up there.
Yeah.
To see you, I mean, I could sense the difference in the irons, as in the feel when you hit them. Yeah. They just sounded buttery and soft and lovely.
Flight was better though, wasn't it?
I wasn't really paying attention to that, but it was more your reaction to how you hit them and how they felt. But then what amazed me the most is how well you got onto the driver.
Yeah.
Like it was just like I was like, wow, that's straight out the back, because it takes a bit of time sometimes to get used to a driver and what it's going to do. It's a different shape
to my.
You got a bit more draw out of it.
I wasn't deliberately trying to move it right to left, but it's got like a 5-yard draw of it, which was nice.
Where do you think the strike is in the driver? You still think it's still, because you were always a little bit centre to heel?
Yeah, I'd say I think I'm more central.
More centred?
I would say so, with the flight wise.
Yeah.
I think because the head is slightly, well, you'll see the fitting video.
Yeah, that'll be coming out soon. Yeah.
But the head's slightly smaller. I mean, it's only 10cc, but it's more noticeable. And rather than being sort of elongated, is that the word?
Yeah.
It's really sort of rounded, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
do you notice the difference?
Yeah,
with
but look-wise, yeah, definitely.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it. The freewood's a bit of a bomber. I was hitting that yesterday quite a lot around Teignmouth because you've got to put it in places and sort of it's a bit fiddly at times. Yeah. And I was hitting that just to put position, but yeah, really, and the 2-iron's good as well. Yeah, I really like it. The club's brilliant. Yeah,
it was nice to see the smile on your face.
Thank you, Dan.
And what a great little trip we've had back up to Wales. So we went back up to Wales and we played Royal Porthcawl, which was fantastic. And we actually teamed up this time with head pro up there, Peter Evans, who has been at the club now for 30 years. Yeah. And is an absolute delight and a proper gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, another brilliant ambassador for the club, similar to what Bickers was at Minehead.
Correct,
But he was so well suited to the layout, the setup. The members loved him.
Yeah.
It was clearly evident in the clubhouse after and during the round of golf when members were coming up to him, and he's so well suited. I mean, he's part of the furniture.
It really is. He really is.
Great bloke and a good golfer. So
grew up at Parlin Kemfig, but actually then moved over to become the pro at 30 years ago at Royal Porthcawl. And I just, One thing that Wales needs is an Open.
Oh,
like
100%.
It's not. I just look at it and go, it's not fair. Like they deserve to have an Open, and do you know what? The RNA, and I hope the RNA are watching this.
They obviously do.
They do watch this. Yeah. I hope the RNA start making a bit of an effort to sort this out, because whether the club needs some injections, because it will be at Porthcawl, it should be at Porthcawl.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that it could be maybe Royal St David's, but I think probably location-wise.
No. Hasn't been in Wales for years, has it? Has it
ever never been in Wales.
Has it never ever?
Never been in Wales.
Shock. I know, because it went to Northern Ireland, didn't it? Last year or the year before.
Portrush.
Yeah.
So Seniors Open, it's held at Porthcawl, and the Ladies Open, Women's Open at Porthcawl. So it needs to have, and the RNA need to pull their finger out and help Porthcawl become an open venue. In some way, shape or form. I don't know how they're going to do that. But
I mean, what was noticeable when I didn't play, I filmed, and I was walking around, so I had a little bit more time to sort of survey the area. Is that the right word?
Lovely, yeah.
And there's
didn't notice you surveying.
I was surveying, yes, yeah. So I wasn't just filming, I was surveying. But there was quite a lot of like additional fields and patches of land,
loads of space,
which they could easily extend holes, change holes slightly. Definitely could put in there was enough space for everything you would require for it. I mean, I've not been to an Open Championship, I've only seen it on TV, but hopefully that will change this year. But there was so much land available around the golf course that I think they could easily have the tented village and a decent practice area.
So what they wouldn't need, so I think in the Open, Seniors Open, I think they start on 18.
Okay.
Because if you think about what the land is at the top of that with the practice facilities and everything like that, and then you've got the chipping green and everything, so it all kind of is in that area. So they start on 18 and then play the first as the second, and the 17th is the 18th par 5 finish.
Yeah.
Which they do it at Royal Liverpool.
Yeah,
they
move
it around. So they finish on the 16th hole, which is the par 5 there. So I mean, they've got wriggle room there to do that as an Open. You can move things about a bit.
But if you looked around they could easily take another tee 50 yards back, and it was long, wasn't it? I mean,
that par 5, that was 615.
Yeah, and some of the par 4, most of the par 4s were over 400 yards.
Yeah. You could do more with it. But, but I just think that the RNA need to, and they probably are. I'm having a rant, but they probably are doing something about it. But it would be great to get an Open in Wales.
Yeah, definitely.
On the note of Opens, and that leads us on to a Ryder Cup. What do you think about that choice then?
As a golfer, his iron play and his ball strike, he's traditionally doesn't really hit driver a lot, does he? He's always been a 3-wood, a 2-wood maybe. I remember watching, I think it was early 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around that, when him and Mickelson played. They almost like the only two players that were in the tournament.
Oh, in the Open.
In the Open Championship, when he went on and won the Open.
Troon
was that?
Troon,
You know what year it was?
Someone tell us right now.
But that was just a ball striking display. Both of them were on top of their game, and he's a phenomenal golfer and a great Ryder Cup player. Do I think it's the right choice? No.
Yeah, but what would make it not the right choice? Because he's done masses for the game in Sweden. Yeah. He's done masses for the European Tour. He's an Open champion. He's done loads in the Ryder Cup.
Do you not think he could still play his way into the team?
That's the only reason. That's the only reason why people, I think, are maybe saying things. Because I've read anything on social, but I think there has been some comments
he was
made.
supporting the Saudi backed World Golf League Tour thing, wasn't he? But I just think he could still. He's early.
He's done enough in the game of golf to not. That's.
I get that. I always feel like it should be someone who isn't going to ever play Ryder Cup again. Whereas I think he could. He's certainly got the game still to contend.
Who has been overlooked, and possibly not even overlooked, maybe for another years. But I just think it may be just a fraction early for Hendriksen.
Yeah, that's what I think. Maybe 2 years too early.
I'd like to see him playing again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who have they overlooked? Luke Donald?
Possibly, because I personally don't think he'll ever get back to the same level. He hasn't got the game anymore.
Paul Lawrie?
Another good choice. Maybe they're going to wait till they have it in Scotland, at Glen Eagles or something like that in the future, maybe.
They've had that recently.
Yeah, I don't know, or they might go somewhere. There's loads of Scottish great golf courses, isn't there? Potentially. I still think Poulter can play his way in.
Oh.
So I think probably it's a few years early for him.
Yeah, and Westwood.
Westwood as well.
Yeah,
They've still got. I mean, the golfers are getting. Their peak years are getting longer and longer, aren't they? And some guys are still playing great golf in their late 40s. You know, Mickelson winning in his 50s a major.
Hendriksen is one of my favourite golfers of all time.
Yeah.
So I am over the moon that he's Ryder Cup captain. I was just interested to hear what you thought about it from a social point of view, that maybe you've read a little bit into the social side of things, and you gave me that feedback about what people were saying about the stuff like that.
Anybody who's being linked with that particular league is going to be open to criticism and are being criticised, whether that's right or wrong. I mean, not going into all the political bits of it, because I'm not educated enough in that particular subject to make an informed decision. I've got my own thoughts on the whole thing, which is my own opinion. So, and you know, I'm not particularly for it. I'm totally really against it. But that's me. I mean, I can see why players would want to go and play in it, and I can see why players wouldn't. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad pick.
That's not what we were talking about. We were talking about the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
What did you think of Sunningdale?
Oh,
now it's come out. Obviously, we were behind cameras. So, what did you think about the Sunningdale run?
As in, how did the vlog go, or what, the golf course, or?
Let's talk about the vlog. Let's not get on to the actual tournament quite yet. Let's get on to the vlog.
Golf course is world class.
Yeah, you enjoyed it.
Only saw the old course.
Yeah.
Which we obviously filmed around, which was on the vlog this past week. But not a bad hole there, as you'd expect. Beautiful, just beautiful with the way it was in the trees. The whole course was tree lined, and it was just the greens were immaculate. Everything about it.
Yeah.
It's world class, isn't it? I can see why it's ranked so highly in England and in the world.
Yeah.
First time I've been
28th ranked in the world.
Yeah.
In the top 100 golf courses. Whoever does these rankings, I don't know.
It's always subjective, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would love the opportunity one day to try and play it. Not particularly long.
No, so if we go over to the new course, the new course is plays a fraction longer, and you feel it when you're out there. There's a lot of hitting of woods and head covers coming off. Okay. Decent long par threes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
An amazing par three that comes down towards the halfway hut. Okay. So where we walked into the halfway hut, if you look to the right, you'd have seen the 10th. I think it's the 10th or something like that. It comes down 9th or 10th, even 11th. Comes down towards halfway hut. Great par three. Yeah. Just some great holes.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, it was a different vlog, wasn't it? I mean, it was hard, in effect, that the guys they obviously were aware that we had cameras. We were aware that we had to film at quite a rapid pace because we were keeping up. They were playing foursomes, that's all you could play on that golf course. And we didn't want to interfere too much because they were still trying to tournament prep, weren't they? And
they were getting ready. It was just a great opportunity, I think, to see 4 very good golfers prepping for a tournament, and there was a little bit of banter and fluff floating about, with what they were chatting about and things like that. And there's always going to be when you get a practice round like that. But I just think it's slightly different, and that's what I love about this channel, is that we can move from complete fun, entertainment, to maybe more educational and stuff like that. Yeah. So.
I mean, it would have suited some people. I mean, obviously, I read and do the comments, and a lot of people did enjoy the more serious side of it. And it wouldn't suit everyone. Don't get me wrong, but we showcased the world-class golf course with 4 brilliant golfers.
It's got an amazing feel-good factor, hasn't it?
Yeah.
When you get there, it's just like, oh.
It was friendly as well. It wasn't.
Oh, very friendly. Yeah.
It wasn't snobby or snotty. I didn't think. I felt very welcomed. Yeah. Where we went in the pro shop or in the clubhouse.
Really good.
But you could just sense the history and the prestige of the actual venue. Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. Yeah, really good.
Fantastic. And obviously the tournament itself, the boys went on and did, and Paul and James have played in it numerous times. Mm-hmm. They've got to the quarterfinals a number of times. So they've been in, when you get to the quarterfinals, you can then, if you're a pro, you'll start picking up money. Yeah. I don't know about the amateurs, what they win, but anyway, sure. It's so they were just really excited to get beyond the quarters, to play in the semis and then actually get into the final. there was a lot of comments out there regarding the final, and if those of you that don't know, Paul and James actually got to the final of this tournament. They came up against 2 England international lady golfers, who one plays off +6, the other one played off +5.
Yeah.
Fantastic golfers.
Yeah, big futures ahead of them.
Big futures ahead of them. But the way the format works in the Sunningdale foursomes, rightly or wrongly, the tournament has been going on for many, many years, and 88 years actually. And those handicaps have been set up in that way, and whether they'll change it, who knows. But
I don't think they've had 2 female golfers paired together of that quality as amateur golfers before. Yeah, potentially. I don't know.
I don't know enough about it, but so the lady, if you're a female golfer and you're off an amateur, you play off 4. Whatever your handicap is, you play off 4. And if you're a pro golfer, whatever your status, so you could be Rory McIlroy, you play off +1. If you're Paul Hendriksen, James Rees, you play off +1. If you're Dan Hendriksen, you play off +1. So whatever your handicap is, or whatever your status is within golf, then you play off +1. Yeah. So the difference was 10 shots that they had to give the girls. Well, the girls
it
were...
It wasn't half, like if
I don't know.
You play 50%, don't you?
They're a rule to themselves, they make it up themselves, and it's...
You know the rules before you enter.
You know the rules before you enter, and that's what that's what happens. And there's been lots of, over the years, there's been lots of combinations of men and women joining together of forces and winning the event.
They play off the same tees.
Play off the same tees. So they're not forward tees. They're all off the back white tees. But it was great for them to get to the final, and unfortunately they got a bit of a 6 and 5 losing. But, but if they'd have got through that hole, they were giving the next 3 holes. I think they were giving shots. Yeah. So
it was game over.
It was.
Such, yeah.
One thing I want to mention is our other channel, DHG Plus.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited because the first 2 videos that have gone out have been really well supported, and I thank you, all of you that have gone over and checked out the channel. A little bit more, well, it's definitely more educational, that channel, rather than...
Is that why I'm not on it?
No, you might feature occasionally. So more educational, so we're out on the golf course with amateur golfers, and my goal is, and I mentioned this on the Sunday show some time ago, is that I wanted to do some videos with amateur golfers, just maybe course management style videos around different golf courses, or just here at Churston, whatever we can get out.
I've had a few emails, so we'll, in due course, we'll get back to everybody. Same with, it's a channel more that I think it'll have more interaction between you guys and girls and us, really, because with the Shot Scope link as well, there'll be some videos if people have got Shot Scope watches in the apps, then we'll be asking for certain information and data over the next few months, which we can then put videos together. So it's going to work well, I think.
I'm really excited. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you head over to the second channel, which is DHG Plus. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, and we will be sending out videos 1-2 a week at the moment, just to see how it all unfolds. But first thoughts, love it. Yeah, absolutely love it, and some great comments.
It's nice to separate stuff, and then it gives people, the vlogs are going to be on the main channel. Gives them longer to settle in, really. I know I was getting a few people messaging me saying that because they were every single night, they were struggling and behind. So I mean, nice that they give it an extra day. It might just,
Absolutely right. This week on the channel, is going to be Royal Porthcawl.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So Royal Porthcawl will be on this week. 3 parts: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you will love it. It's an absolute delight. It's the
Wales's finest.
It's Wales's finest.
Number 1, isn't it? Ranked 1.
And rightly so. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. So you will enjoy that, and you'll enjoy Peter as well on the golf course with Chris Gill and Paul. Yeah. So good one. Anything that you want to report? Any updates on the bus tour, Bernd?
Just still looking. Well, not looking. There's still places available. On the bus tour, there is an order of merit, as we've said every single week. So play 1, play 2, play as many as you like.
If you're interested in joining us,
they will be now going across the ticker bar.
They will.
If Dan's done his job properly.
Again.
Contact Graham, get booked in. The number 1 and 2 on the order of merit, when we finish everything, will play in a vlog with us. That's part of the prizes. There's prizes for each event as well. Goodie bags, overnight stay, bed, breakfast, dinner.
And a couple of drinks with us.
And we will play golf on most of the occasions as well. So
we'll try and play golf.
So you will get some holes in with me and Dan, or just Dan, or just me.
With your new clubs, that'd be good, wouldn't
it? So if you do want to play golfers, there's your opportunity.
One thing I want to say, here it is. The Express trolley by Gulfstream. If you haven't been out and seen the video that we put together on this, a little review of this trolley, make sure you do, because next
Mothering Sunday,
we will be giving this trolley away.
You could give that to the wife for a Mother's Day present, or
your mother.
Or your mother. I mean, if she plays golf.
There you go. You could win that on Mother's Day.
Or your mistress.
Whatever works. I think on that note, I think we'll probably close this show down. Bernie, it's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Apologies.
Nice of you to lower the tone once again. And we will see everybody next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday.